Hi everybody, it's Christina and thank you for joining me. So today I'm here with the Plaited with Love collection, and we have 2 sets of stamps, 2 beautiful stencils and 4 fabulous die sets. So for today's card I'm going to be using the A5, but I will mix it with other items from the collection, and we will definitely be using one of the stencils. So for this card we're going to create our own backing paper. These are the 3 colours that I've used on this one, and this is the stencil. So you need to choose your 3 favourite colours and whichever stencil you wish to use, and we'll go ahead and make this. So I have an A4 piece of card and I'm going to place the stencil on the top. Now I'm going to use these edges and just line them up with the edge of my card. And I'm going to tape that in place so that it can't move. We'll just use the edge of the stencil and we'll just tape that in place. We're not interfering with the pattern. Now I'm also going to tape this in place as well. So the colours that I've chosen are Blueprint Sketch, Wilted Violet and Salvaged Patina, and we're going to blend these together over this card nice and neatly, but we don't want to touch this piece. So over that side I'm going to add in a piece of copy paper and I'm just going to put it over the edge and tape that in place, and now that can't move either. So now with everything ready we can start to do our blending. That all covered, you can take your copy paper off. You can undo this at the bottom and you're going to lift your stencil and you're going to move it along. So you need to marry this pattern up with the patterns in the stencil like that, and you're going to do it all the way down. And again, tape that back in place so it can't move. Tape the card back in place. Now this time you're going to need a piece of copy paper on both sides. So we'll put this piece back along here, along there, and we'll put this piece over here so that this can't move as well. Move this along again, and I've done it exactly the same way and married it up. Now I've got a bit of a join in there, but I'm not worried about that because I can cut the card there and use 2 different panels. But that's my finished stencil sheet. So don't forget to clean your stencil off before you pop it back in its pack, and that's now ready to use again. So there's a look at both panels and how the difference in the stencils makes them look with the different sized basket weave in them. These are the colours that I've used, and these are the ones that I've used for this panel. So now we can use these and make a card. or two. So for the first card I've taken the A5 set, and I've taken the largest die and I have placed that over the fold of an A3 piece of card. Then I've used the same die again and I've cut another panel, and that's going to sit along there. Then with the same die again and this detailed die, I've cut another panel and that's going to sit on the front. And then from the 5x7 set, I've taken again the largest die and I'm going to cut this panel out of that to sit on the front. So once I have this panel cut, I've brought in the circular set and I've taken the two middle dies, which is the plain edge and the detailed die. So I've cut two pieces of white out and then I've used the detailed edge into the other one to cut my pattern, and they're going to sit on the top of my card. So this is where we're up to so far. So with the other colour choice, I've cut down a panel that will sit on the front of a DL card, and then using these two dies I have cut this shape out and that's going to sit on the front. So far we've used the A5, the 5x7 and the circular ones. Now I'm going to glue all these together and then we'll add some finishing touches. So I have everything stuck in place on there, and this one's still loose, but from this now I've cut my leaves, the little sprigs, and I've also cut one of the flowers. Now on this one I've got the leaves and the sprigs, but I've decided to use mulberry flowers on this. Now the reason I've left this one clear is because at the bottom of there, where it's going to join the card, I'm going to add some foam. I'm going to glue this in place first of all, and then I'm going to add some foam pads underneath it, so that will raise it up just a little bit from the card. So I've got one for the top and one for the bottom, and they're going to sit along there. So let's just glue this in place. So this is just lightly gluing these in place so that I can get some idea of where I want them to be on my card. So that's going to go there, just a little bit further up. And now we can pick it all up and we can add more glue to the leaves and glue those in place. And then we can add our foam pads in. So we may need to cut some up. And we'll add these in under the leaves. So now I can add this into the card. Now it just frames around the edge. Those are glued in place. We've got the centre bit for our sentiment. So now we can have a dry run, just the same as we've done here. We can have a dry run with the flowers and the leaves. So we're going to add the leaves along the bottom of this one. along there. We'll have the little sprigs in, and I'm just cutting them in white. I just want white ones. So I want 4 of these sprigs on each side, 2 on each side, and the flower will sit in the middle. And for this one, I've got some little, I don't know what they are, orchids I think, or whatever. And we'll put 3 there, we'll put 3 at the bottom, and we'll add our tulips in along the side. So we'll have some tulips there, and we'll have some more at the sides. There we go. And then under there we'll just add in our sprigs. So again, I've got 2 for the top and 2 for the bottom. So once I'm happy with the way they look, I'm going to glue them in place. But if I don't like that now, I can still change that because it's not been glued down yet, so it's still movable. But I'm quite happy with those, so I'm going to go away now and glue these in place. Now, because most of the cards that I create are birthday cards, I've taken the large birthday sentiment, just the words from the special words set, and I've cut my happy birthday in orange and in mirror card for this one. So all I'm going to do now is just dot the flowers with some glue and sprinkle them with glitter. So I'm just going to go around the edge with the glue. Now once this glue dries, it will dry clear and it will dry flat. So we'll just dot the edges and then we'll sprinkle them with some glitter. Now these beautiful flowers are from Wild Orchid Crafts, but sadly they don't ship to the UK anymore, and so I'm just using up what I've got. So there's one. Now, as I say, the glue will dry clear, it will dry flat, and all that will be left is the glitter on the flowers. So there are my 2 cards with the flowers and the glitter. I've added a sentiment to the inside of the cards and some sequins to the front. So the items that I've used have been the Plaited with Love collection. We've used the 5x7, the circle and the A5 all on one card. I've used the stencils to create the patterns for my background, and I've added a stamp to the inside. So there are the 2 cards now ready to send. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please join me on the next one. And why not subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, then you'll always be aware when I add a new video. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.